as a leader, you probably don't get a lot of time to really think about who needs to learn what skill sets. Where are we short in our department in terms of people knowing certain job tasks? Who would benefit from maybe growing and learning a new element of the work? And by marrying those two things together, where would training help the operation, along with where would the people benefit from growing and developing? Then you can start to see that training can be a good learning and growing tool for people. And it doesn't have to be formal courses like this one. It could be just on-the-job training where you're just giving them a chance to learn a new piece of equipment or learn a new stage in the work process. So it always is good to keep your mind going about how do you keep people from becoming stale. Here are the 6 steps. These 6 steps, if you stick to them, you can train someone how to do a job much quicker and more effectively. Well, I'm just going to take you through them, but then we're going to use the tennis shoes that I just gave you as an example of how to apply these 6 steps in real life. So first step is tell them. You need to explain to people about the job, that you're going to be training them, what the various components are. You need to give them a heads up, almost like an overview or orientation of what it is you're going to be training them. Then you need to show them each step. Now, when you show them the steps, you actually have to verbalize as you're showing them. And the reason why you have to verbalize it is because you're doing a demonstration, which is visual. You're now telling them, which is auditory. Remember our learning styles we learned? And then you're going to be doing it at this point, which is kinesthetic. So you show them and you tell them as you're showing them. So you've told them once, you've told them again now as you're taking them through the steps. You ask if they have any questions. The reason for that is sometimes we forget something. Sometimes there's something we didn't mention, but hey, it's a legitimate question. And that's where you open yourself up. Hey, do you have any questions? Are you ready to give it a try? Okay, great. Have them do it, but as they do it, they have to tell you what they're doing and how. Okay? So they're actually now repeating back, almost as if they're training you on the job. They're going to demonstrate to you and tell you what they're doing at the same time. This allows you to observe them then and give them some feedback on whether they've got it or not. Then after we've observed them enough to feel that they're competent, then we can check back every once in a while just to make sure that they're still able to perform. How can you check on someone besides observing the work? How can you check to see if they're probably doing it right?
The output.
The output, yeah. So we can check the end parts, the end part of the process, we can check the paperwork, and we can see, okay, it looks like the person's doing a good job. Those are the steps. Here's what ends up happening. With the buddy system, somebody does show, and then they say, you ready? Good. See ya. Or they might watch them do it once and that's it. By missing the visual, auditory, and kinesthetic teaching, we're really dropping off the learning curve. So we need to make sure that we do all the steps for each time we're training somebody to do something.